Hello, guys. Right back to it. So, so yeah, like now we're gonna go and do Richard. So, and because we've cleared out all of the zombies using the infinite handgun, in the in this area and in the other part of the mansion where the other save room is, with the exception of that one zombie now that's super easy to avoid, that gets triggered after you get the armor key. Um, yeah, it's just straight there and back. Only takes a minute. Um, remember to grab the lighter if you haven't grabbed it already. Um, which I should have grabbed it. At the save room we were just at a second ago and save me time, so I could just grab the serum and go, but I didn't. Um, but oh well. But you have. But if you ever are in a situation like that where you forget about it, and then you remember, oh crap, I need to grab the lighter, but I have to go get the serum. Just quickly grab the lighter. Just everyone make a mental note of that, because that's something that's super easy to forget. I myself have done that before on my numerous playthroughs over like the 100 hours, and just completely forgot about the lighter until right when I needed it, and I'm like, oh god damn it, and then I had to go to the storage room save because it was the closest one and grab it, and it's just annoying. So just make a mental note to grab that when you can. Yeah. To be honest, aside from being a bit more aggressive and taking out those zombies quicker with the infinite handgun, and of course the fact that we went after the sword key, we went to the chemical bag, part of the mansion, that side first instead of coming over here first. I think aside from that, the pathing is relatively the same. Like, like, because basically all we did, like, since we went when we got the sword key and we completely skipped coming over to the medical side of the mansion and we went straight for the chemical bag side. Like, all we really did is just eliminate, you know, whatever bits that we did, which was basically just getting the broken shotgun, because we just went ahead and just skipped the cutscene of Barry saving us. So we, you know, so that was really the only difference we did pathing wise. Everything else, aside from just killing those zombies and using our canteens a bit haphazardly, our kerosene haphazardly, we are largely following the same path. I just kind of realized that now. Because like, yeah, because we went and got the shotgun, we went and got the chemical bag, you know we went and cleared out the zombies, and then we went and killed the zombies on the medical side, and then we killed the dogs, got the armor key. Yeah, the pathing is actually, other than the part that we skipped getting the broken shotgun, yeah, like, like, just basically, if you have the infinite handgun, just skip it. Yeah, just skip that side of the map. Also, you're gonna notice that, like, wait a minute, in the previous playthrough, when you went for the handgun, when you lit that candle, a second zombie came in from the door. What the hell's that about? How come he didn't show up this time? Well, funny you should ask, if you did. Or you can, or I'm just, an ego narcissist, maybe, that just wanted to explain it to you. Either way, why not? But no, the reason why the other zombie didn't come in is because it's scripted where if you pass that other zombie, with like, if you leave him alone and you don't kill him and you don't down him, he will come through the door. But because we downed him before we went in there, we were able to get rid of him. You know? Yeah, I'm pausing here because I'm assessing whether I should just grab these herbs or not. And I decided to do it because I decided to grab one because because now I can grab the wooden shield and I can grab the other part of the music sheet, and then my inventory will be full. But then I can combine the music sheet, and there you go. And then I can grab that other herb on the way back because I should have plenty of inventory space to do so. So that's ultimately what happened. Yeah, as you could see that I skipped that first set of staircases because I went on autopilot for a moment and I was thinking about going back to the medical room, and then I realized after the camera changed, wait a minute. So yeah, avoid that and just go down the first set of stairs that I passed. Yeah. don't don't be stupid like I was. But again, as long as you don't make any massively major mistakes, you should get the infinite ammo RPG pretty quickly, because like I said, aside from skipping getting the broken shotgun first before going to the chemical bag side of the map, ultimately the infinite handgun actually didn't really influence the run at all. I mean, yeah, it's a faster fire rate, so I'm dropping enemies a bit faster, but then I also kind of lost time using my kerosene a bit haphazardly and with not stacking bodies, and like I don't know. I probably saved a little bit of time in some areas, but I'm pretty sure I lost time in some areas as well. But definitely skipping the broken shotgun definitely saved time for sure. Um, so I probably made up for any minor mistakes that I made for the most part by doing so. Yeah. But seriously, guys, like I know I've said this before in the previous episodes. Well, namely the first 6 where we did the first playthrough going for the infinite pistol. But like seriously, like it's very easy to get the infinite RPG your first playthrough. Just like all the only reason I'm doing this particular playthrough is because I wasted time making a few mistakes that I addressed. Obviously, did the cutscenes that count towards your time, so that padded my time up a bit. And then of course I did documents that I could have skipped, which also adds to your time. So that's why I was about an hour above what I needed to be in order to get the infinite RPG. So seriously, guys, just like, if you guys really don't want to have to do a second playthrough and you want to get both the infinite handgun and the infinite RPG in your first playthrough, if you haven't already earned one of them, like I said, just put it on normal difficulty, skip all the cutscenes and stuff. Like, you can do it. I know you guys can do it. It's not that hard. You just gotta be a bit patient. Just follow the pathing. Maybe skip the broken shotgun since you actually don't really need it. I kind of don't know why I did that on my first playthrough. I think I just wanted to. But again, upon further reflection, you kind of don't need to. So just, like I said, just keep all that stuff in mind and you'll be fine. Yeah, I'm going to the save room so I can, like, obviously get loaded up for the snake fight and the Crimson Head fight, and then... I hate the fact that it's summer, because, like, just fucking sweat factor is annoying. But oh well, that's just something we gotta live with, right, everybody? Yum. Arnold Palmer. And you can see I'm basically putting a lot of my stuff away. And that's because I'm actually gonna go be doing the Windcrest thing before I do the snake fight. So I actually, if I remember correctly, I think I put most of everything away so that way I can just get it all in one go. And then of course I'm moving these things further down because I'm getting close, you know, and just, yeah. Yeah, so I'm going after the Windcrest emblem now. Hear my chair or anything, I apologize. It's just so easy for this damn thing to make fucking noise and I hate it. But oh well. Actually, I just realized I still have Steam open. Why do I have Steam open? Close that shit. I'm not using it, so why have it on? But making my processor do more work than it needs to. Fuck is wrong with me? But yeah, just you guys from the previous 6 episodes remember me doing this in the first run. Except I think I had to go and put stuff away and then come back, but I remembered this time to actually put my stuff away so that way I can do it all in one go and save a bit of time, so just, you know. This is the last time you're gonna see Barry, for now, until we get to the residence and we see some of the other cutscenes that he's in later in the game, but this is the last time we're gonna see him for a while. Yeah. You guys obviously know this puzzle, super easy, super simple. Yeah, but now that we have the emblem, now we can definitely go and do the snake fight. Uh, if you guys remember from last time, I think I used my shotgun primarily. I think I don't even think I used my grenade launcher this time because I was like, hey, I have extra shotgun shells, and I was gonna try and use 2 shotgun shells to get it down to 3, and then use my grenade launcher. But then I think I just kind of was like, oh crap, Snake was getting a bit too close, and I kind of just ended up using the the shotgun. You know, just kind of without thinking more than anything. Yeah. Yep. We're obviously going to come back here and grab the other 2 death masks before we go to the Crimson Head fight, so... Or, if you ended up getting hit and you had to take the serum, then you would have just grabbed all that stuff at the medical room, but... That's not going to happen because we didn't get hit by the snake, thankfully, so... Now let's do it. I brought the ink ribbons because since we were only going to grab 2 things and I had the space for those things anyway, and since I had to come back here and reorganize my inventory for the death mask and stuff anyway, I thought it would just save me time if I just brought the ink ribbons instead of turning around, opening up the thing, and you know, it doesn't save me a whole lot of time, but it still saves you time even if only a little bit. So You guys ready? You guys ready for the snake fight of the ages again? Except I actually put in a little bit of a better performance this time. My litmus test for if I gave a better performance was the fact that this time I didn't get hit and the other time I did, so I would... But... That's probably a really low litmus test, to be quite honest with you, but... Oh well. You can't skip the Richard dying cutscene for some reason, but well. Yeah, you can see Richard is hitting the snake. I realized I'm a bit too far. Yeah, see. It can't really hit you very well if you take that pillar really tight. Yeah. For those of you that don't know, even though this is pretty obvious, you do get an achievement for actually staying and fighting the snake and shooting him and making him retreat. You obviously can't really kill him because you have to fight him again later, as you guys know from watching the previous episodes, from when we did the first playthrough, right? So, since you have to fight him again, it's scripted for him to retreat, so you can't kill him, but you do get an achievement for making the snake retreat. So it's good to know. But, again, if you don't want to waste your ammo, just do what I did. Use either the grenade launcher or the crappy shotgun, since you're never going to use it again after you waste the 6 shells, like we talked about in the previous playthrough. Just do whatever you prefer, and then yeah, you'll have plenty of ammo. As you could tell by that music, that zombie busted through that door that we just came through because we skipped him. But the thing is like, he's obviously going to despawn because we're going to go to the residence, and when we come back, he's just going to despawn altogether. So, yeah. Yeah, that key is obviously going to disappear. Put the shotgun up. Do I put the herb up? I'm pretty sure I do. Yeah, I would hope so. Yeah, so that key is going to disappear, obviously, because we're going to open the final armor key door to get to the final death mask. And of course, we have our 2 weapons and our heals. And of course, we're bringing the wind crest, so that way we don't have to come back here and grab it later. So that's perfect. We got the weapons we need. We got our heal just in case we really screw up. The key is going to disappear. We got the wind crest. And then, of course, when we use the 4 death masks on the things, we're going to get those 4 inventory slots back. And of course, that'll be more than enough for us to get the 2 shotgun shells that are in the graveyard and the stone object. And then we can just go straight to the residence. Well, you know what I mean. Like, gotta go to the cabin and then the residence, but you know what I mean. Remember not to do the mistake that I did in the first playthrough, where I ended up clicking the wrong buttons in the wrong order. So if you do it like this, there you go. Perfect. And you activate the puzzle and you get the final death mask. I'm gonna look real quick because if I remember correctly, oh, okay. It took us 6 videos to do the first playthrough to get the infinite handgun, and then it took us 4 episodes to get the infinite RPG. Episode 6 and episode 10 being about roughly an hour, because the finale episode of the playthrough I like to be longer than the others, because, you know, I'm weird like that. So yeah, I think, because we still got to do the cabin and get the Magnum, I think the residence will probably be its own video. And by own video, I mean we're not going to do it till the next video, is what I'm saying. I don't think. But then again, I could be wrong, because we only got about 13 minutes left, so who knows. It doesn't matter, we'll figure it out. Ran out of the 2 shells. Remember how in the previous playthrough we determined 3 shotgun shells and 1 grenade kills him? Well, in this instance, 2 shotgun shells and 2 grenades kill him. So as long as you hit him with 3 or more shotgun shells, 1 grenade will be a guaranteed death. If we shot him with 1 shotgun shell, we still might have gotten away with using 2 grenades. But at that point, I would probably assume that you would need 3 grenades. I don't know. All I know is that between the crappy shotgun and the grenade launcher, there's a massive damage difference, so. Yeah. But yeah, we finished the mansion way faster than we did in the previous playthrough, because we're already leaving. We didn't leave the mansion, I think, until episode 3. Well, part 3. And then, of course, we did all the courtyard stuff, and then episode 4 was when we did the residence, I believe. So yeah, that sounds about right, because, because then episode 5 we'd finished the mansion and got to the caves, and then, yeah. So we didn't do the residence until the 4th episode. And the residence was basically a whole video. And we're only on, what? Part 2 of the second playthrough? And we're already, and so the residence will be part 3, and then yeah, so we're making great damn progress, because we eliminated a whole 2 episodes in terms of time in this playthrough, so that's really good. That's that's a little over an hour, which is what we were going for based off the previous time that we got for finishing the last playthrough. So like, we did exactly what we set out to do. Just remember, the first one is west, this bottom one down here is north, so it should result in northwest, going from bottom to top. And of course, we are going to get the tried and true Magnum. I will admit it is kind of annoying that you have to examine all of them and click the buttons. It's like, can't I just... Like, honestly, why can't I just put it in the slots? Yep, see? Very simple. Nothing to really commentate on. Just probably the only downside of doing a second playthrough is trying to commentate over stuff that, but it's like, if you guys watch the other videos, it's like I already commentated over a lot of this stuff. It's really just me doing it either slightly different, if at all different, but I'm primarily just doing it faster. So it's like, you know, there's not a whole lot for me to commentate on. Unless I just start spouting random bullshit that most of you guys probably don't even give a crap about. Because, you know, why would you watch a video about how to get infinite ammo in Resident Evil and then just listen to the guy in the background just talk about whatever the fuck else that's completely unrelated? It's like, no, I came here because I want to understand. I want to see the strats. I want to understand the strats. At least that's what I would think anyway. But then again, everybody's different. Yeah, putting that shotgun away for life. Gonna put that grenade launcher away as well. Sorry if you hear noise in the background, it's just family. But, you know. But yeah, we're heading to the residence. We only have about 6 minutes left. And I think I go ahead and I think I save at the residence anyway. I kind of don't know why I'm saving here, but it's whatevs. But yeah, like this whole section going to the residence is pretty easy. Pretty easy to dodge Lisa, you know, if you get on the stairs, like you saw in the first playthrough, getting the handgun. She's fairly simple to avoid, but even on the hardest difficulty, provided you have full health, you can still take a hit from her and live. So worst case scenario, you just use the heal that you have on you and then just make a run for it. And then the dogs, even on hard mode, especially if you have like the assault shotgun, 1 or 2 hits, you'll be fine. But since we're on normal and we know they die in 1 hit with the assault shotgun if you hit them right, as long as you're not at a weird angle or you're, you know, aiming at a 45 degrees to the left or the right and only half your, you know, half your shot hits or whatever, like, you know. But more often than not, assault shotgun 1 hit kills, so the odds of you taking a hit from the dogs, especially since they only come at you 1 at a time, is pretty rare going through here. So you'll be fine. Even if you take a hit from Lisa and you need to use a heal, just use it. You can get another heal when you get to the residence when you get in your item box. So I wouldn't worry taking a hit from Lisa, unless you're really worried about your heals or whatever. I mean, you can do damage to her, but she can't die. It's scripted for her, just like the snake, to survive until you get to their respective, you know, scenes later in the game, right? So, I mean, yes, you can do enough damage to get her down for a little bit before she gets back up. You know, kind of like the zombies, except way quicker. Like, she gets back up within, like, not even a minute. Like, 30 seconds or less, maybe. So, just enough time for you to kind of get past her, really. But still, she's really easy to dodge anyway, so I wouldn't even waste your ammo on her. 1 shot, 1 kill. Also, ooh, another 1 shot, 1 kill. 1 more left. Let's go. Yep. Also, for people that are watching this guide, because like in the previous first 6 videos with the first playthrough getting the handgun, I tried to tell you guys about the mistakes that I made. I wouldn't grab this blue herb, and the reason why I'm saying don't grab it is because I have done this almost every playthrough, and I for some reason cannot seem to fix it myself, but I can at least try and tell you guys how to fix it. You know how there's going to be snakes coming back from the residence when you go back to the mansion? And you just and the residence gives you like 3 blue herbs right when you enter it, and then I think you get like and then you get like another GB in the tarantula room, like a green blue. And do you get another blue herb? I don't know. You might get another blue herb that I can't remember, but you do get, including the blue that's present in the GB, you get a collective 4 from the residence, with the one that I just grabbed being your 5th one, right? I wouldn't grab this one because I always, after I get the battery and I get the stone object and I completely finish the mansion, and you obviously have to come back over the snakes to place the battery, I always forget to bring a blue herb, and more often than not, those snakes will get you and you're poisoned, and then if you don't bring a blue herb with you and you try to put the battery in, now you have to wait and take damage and do the crank and do all that to get to the item box in the caves to get your blue herb, right? And I always seem to forget to bring a blue herb when I leave the mansion to go to the caves. So that's why I'm saying is you should leave that blue herb that I picked up where the dogs are, so that way you can pick it up when you go and do the battery. So if you do get hit, you can just use it right then and be fine, right? Even though poison does so little damage where you don't really need to worry. Like if you forget and you get poisoned, you have more than enough time to get to the stuff in the item box in the cave and be fine. I apologize for the noise in the background. But yeah, that's just something to be aware of, like a minor change that I would fix just in case. But luckily, not just in the previous playthrough, but also in this playthrough as well, I managed to avoid getting hit by the snake, so it didn't matter that I forgot to bring a blue herb. I was fine anyway. But again, not everyone is. I actually am surprised that I got it 2 times in a row, like 2 playthroughs in a row, coming from the mansion back trying to get to the caves, and I avoided the snakes, because that usually never happens. I usually get hit. So unless you guys are memorize the optimal path and you just have that really amazing muscle memory to do so on a fairly consistent basis, I would just leave that blue herb there so that way you can grab it when you on your way to the caves. That would be my recommendation, but if you don't, that's fine. You don't take enough damage from the poison to worry about it. If you end up forgetting it and you grab it and you forget to bring a blue herb, just take the poison damage if you get hit, just do the battery, do what you need to do, and if you need a green herb, then just take a green herb, because you'll have plenty by the time you get to the caves anyway. So yeah, with all that being said, that's really the end of this video. We're gonna be doing the residence, yeah. I'll see you guys on the next video. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.